My fellow country people them, mama them, papa them, I salute una. I can't talk to una today because some palava day, especially for diaspora, we don't enter this with struggle. Where if we not take time, move that evil from amongst us, things and no go work are fine. I no want talk too much. I want address two specific people where they belong for two specific groups about some crimes where they promote. As we valiant brothers and sisters, we fighters on the ground, they try for put this our struggle back on track, try for bring some discipline. Somebody sent me a response after the Southern Cameroon's International Town Hall bring out this kidnap issue for Pa John Chair for a white quarter for Batibo. Cho Lucas Ayaba, where they for Norway, where he be head of one of the groups, they call them Ambazonia Governing Council. And then they say they get their fighters when are ADF. He put out some very lame excuse for justify why did he kidnap. This group, they get a fighter on the ground when a commander of their kidnapping, Efang, where they for Besson, for Momo, he call himself a big number. Now the person that way they oversee the kidnapping of Southern Cameroonians, our own people, in the name of Lucas Cho Ayaba and Gong Emmanuel and Asu Lucas, when at them be Cho Ayaba lap dogs, where when they commit this crime, now their work for go outside, manipulate, deceive, and lie Southern Cameroonians for justify why they kidnap, extort money. This pa, John Archer, they be kidnapped, he and he Pekin Dan, and they be keep them very quiet. The family be think say, if they fit just try, instead of getting people involved, pay this ransom, they go leave their papa and their Pekin. They don't collect 3.1 million francs from this family, and they still keep that power. When we expose this crime with Cho Ayaba, they commit against Southern Cameroonians for extort money, where they now send to them in the diaspora in the form of Bitcoin. Cho Ayaba come out for can justify, for give that power a bad name, for justify why they kidnap you, call the passe traitor, call the passe blacklegs, and then insult the people then where they bring this to the public as scavengers. People then where they get academic qualification where Cho Ayaba himself the only dream of. People then where they get jobs where they work and earn honest living for their families, which Cho Ayaba never do for almost 10 years. Those are the people he refers to as scavengers. They go create a sham of a court, something when a complete disgrace, where when the international community they see them, they really think say we don't know what you would do. So they try that part. They not present any iota of evidence. As a matter of fact, Southern Cameroonians, one of the so-called judges on that so-called court, he talk where they call you on the phone, say they no see any evidence in this power phone where incriminate that power, say it collaborate with La République. Yes, that power get GO a number for a phone, it get commandant a number. But we know say every Southern Cameroonian get a number of a La République official for a phone. If you do any business or get any transaction, even if it be official with La République, we don't see DO them, we don't see brigade commander them, go into the communities, give their numbers, tell people to take that number, call them. We get we own fighters with the CSF, they talk say they get their people them inside La République, where they help them, they give them information. Sometimes they even give them money. Sometimes they even help them. Someone them where they don't cross commot. Where this same group, Tambede for they either wrong with your life. He give testimony where advocate collaborate. Where this same ADF they try for kill you for Boya. Where he say na an ekelebe where we get the information. Tell you say make it run. This part na civil status registrar. It help people then get birth certificate. It go inside community them. People then where they born picking, they not born for hospital, they don't know how to do the administrative work, for get birth certificate, for make the naming of their picking official, for talk who the parents of that picking them be. This party help them do that. We get some, we own people them, where they don't burn their house, they lost all things, lost birth certificate, lost ID, lost money, burn everything. They no feel worker because they no get papers, they no get ID. And we know, say when La Republique do kale, we show Ayaba and the AGOVC and Efang, they no feel stop them. When they catch you without ID, they take you go commissariat, you go start pay 300,000 francs for come out. This party help people them get those papers so that they feel start their life again. Some people, they get money for inside bank, where if you not get your ID, you know if you go get your money. Wait to be wrong with what that party do. Where it help people. This same Cho Ayaba and other scavengers in the diaspora, themselves, they don't sign letter for Francophone people them, La Republique people them in the diaspora, for go get asylum. Themselves, they don't sign fraudulent letters attesting say these people them, they harass them. May they go get asylum papers. Not even Southern Cameroonians. La Republique people them, where the day for here. Themselves, they did do them. Today, because they don't catch them red-handed, they define every way for smear this power, call it black legs, then send their sycophants, people then way they don't enter that cult, where they need to see anything wrong for Ayaba, a criminality. For go to sing, try for intimidate we, where we stand for the truth, and where we no go surrender. I get news for Ayaba Cho. Ayaba Cho, you go see this video. I know. We are coming for you. I get your number. And we'll go fight this fight, if that's what you want. Because when some of we will remain quiet, people then like Ayaba Cho, they think say, they feel shout, they feel send their lapdogs, they feel send Ngo Emmanuel, they feel send Asu, they feel send all those their fake profiles for can call Shui, for can call we names, call we rapists, call we pedophile, call we embezzlers, call we all kind of things, call we La Republique, call we black legs, call we agents. You know, go phase we will continue to talk the truth. I do this video for tell with people that say, make una open una eyes. All that nonsense we Cho Ayaba they talk about Pa John Archer, all na lies. They go take 1 minute 58 seconds of a sham court. People then way do not get any background in jurisprudence. People then way do not get any codified law. They don't even know what they do. We don't even know who these people then they. Then we try about talk say you want open court. I between say you go find some lawyers who then where they get background in jurisprudence. People then where they know the first function of a court, which is equity. If you don't get a standard, you cannot guarantee equity across the board. That is why you need laws and a code where it makes sure say everybody is treated equally by the same standard, and every infraction will be accounted for. In 2022, you know, if you just do a court, this is not 1940, 1930. This is 2022. You know, if you just claim, say you want governance, when you don't even have codified laws. You take people then where they don't get any background in jurisprudence. You say now judges, based on hearsay, no evidence. Now you say that probably guilty, and you go pass judgment. Even people then where they call Ayaba now the threat and say, he go kill that pa. I dare you, Cho Ayaba. I call your bluff. Kill Pa John Archer and see what happens to you. Since you didn't say you didn't Norway, you fit intimidate Southern Cameroonians. We are in a war for liberation. We are not in governance. This Lucas Cho Ayaba, and this is a criminal gang, because Lucas Cho Ayaba is a fraud. He's a criminal. They hide behind the struggle. There are people in the AGOVC, there are people in the ADF, where they believe in that organization, or they believe, and they commit themselves and devote themselves because they believe. But many of them they fail for realizing and say, behind that facade of fighting for independence, criminality they go on. People then like Ngo Emmanuel, Asu Lucas them, Bennett Dikwa them, Cho Ayaba himself, did he use Efang and kidnappers on ground zero? They need to go fight. A faction of ADF fighters in the way they believe in the ADF, and they believe say the ADF they fight for liberate we. That one them you'll see them like the one the way the comrade Vela Franklin, where they did for Bui, they fight under the Bui Unity Warriors. Yes, that one they fight. So one they did for Yoke, where they fight with Mountain Lions. Yes, that one they fight. But some criminal gang they under Efang, big number, and Pastor and Commander Savior, when are kidnappers, we will see buffaloes of Bali intercept 2 ADF kidnappers. Cho Ayaba command give a nonsense rant. Thank God say Grandpa for Bali and Babila Tita, they stand their ground and they push back at Cho Ayaba bullying. Because Cho Ayaba thinks say nobody can stand up to him. This is not what our fight is about. There is a reason why America done blacklist Cho Ayaba, and for several years he cannot set foot on US soil because they get information, say he is involved in criminal activities. America need to just take a decision like that, blacklist somebody out of thin air, because who is Ayaba to them? For them to do that, they have credible information, and so they blacklist him. Cho Ayaba himself, they admit him. He cannot set foot on US soil. There is a reason. And we get to get out of this emotional attachment. Say because somebody they make noise. Because a few gullible, naive people then, they believe in a noise, in a rhetoric. It means say he is the right person for us. May we step back, be objective, ask ourselves, why is this happening to this person? Ask the authorities. If na information where they fish share, if na public information, they would share it. So we'll go find out why he was blacklisted. They don't blacklist you for nothing. But so if we continue to bring these people, them saying that them be the leaders, the West, nothing will happen without America's endorsement. And once they see Cho Ayaba, they don't take it seriously because they know who he is. He's a criminal. People don't know one talk. I would say it. I know some people they will talk say, why you put them on air? Because we have to clean up our struggle. We have to distinguish the genuine cause we are fighting for from the criminals where they take advantage of our genuine cause for inflict pain and suffering on our people. This is the same sham where they be carried out with Senator Mundi. We be tell Wuna, say that was for money, that was ransom. They go release Mrs. Mundi into for some house for Asham. Leave Ikome Iwaka go call la Republic. He call governor before they can pick you up. Then the Comot can tell people say they was fighting in Asham, which was a lie. They gave her for money. Now they don't catch Pa John Archer. They don't collect 3.1 million. Where we do the equivalent in dollars at 640 francs. That's $4,843.75. That's almost $5,000. Cho Ayaba has been jobless for the past decade. When has Cho Ayaba ever worked $5,000 US? Ngong Emmanuel, a jobless semi-illiterate school dropout. He worked for Hong Kong, jobless. But they kidnap, they collect money, and then come on social media to deceive the people of Southern Cameroon. It is time we stand up to that nonsense and say not in our name. And this one, a warning to Efang. Say, those people then where you the torment, you the kidnap, you the thief, you are a hardened criminal. Those curses, they go come back onto you, and your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. The cursing of those people, then where those families, where you put them through pain, you need to go fight La Republique. You de hide inside bush. You de send picking them for go kidnap, bring them for you for bush. You extort them, you beat them, you torture them. Beyond Pa John Archer, there are other people where Efang the hole in the camp. And I'm asking Cho Ayaba, who are these other people then when now where Efang the hole for their camp said they never pay the ransom where he asked for release them? Waiting with those people, their crime. You de claim say Pa John Archer na black leg, although you don't get any evidence with your sham court. None whatsoever. The whole trial, you can't remove a sound bite for convince we because you think we are fools. Those other people then were Efang dan kidnap. Cho Lucas Ayaba. If you're not a coward hiding in Norway, What is the offense of those Southern Cameroonians? This is why people are fed up with this struggle and they don't want anything to do with them. They pray made this thing end because of scavengers, where he project his own nonsense on calling other people scavengers when he is the scavenger. I want to talk two things. The second person where I want to talk about is Ikome Samuel Sako. We hear an audio for Major General Shoa Mao from Ngo-Ketunjia, where all these people them in the diaspora, where they claim say they are leaders, they never stand up against this nonsense against our people. But they want to be leaders. Leadership is courage. It is discipline. It is humility. It is standing on the side of our people against enemies and threats, whether they are internal, like this Cho Ayaba and Efang, or whether they are external, like La République. We have to stand up and defend our people if you want to be a leader. We hear Shoa Mao talk, says Sako Ikome Samuel, tell you for kidnap people from Ngo-Ketunjia, take that money as ransom, call them, say draft, and then go buy guns. He said this was after Sako Ikome Samuel do Ngo-Ketunjia draft. So Ikome Sako sit in the diaspora. He do draft from Ngo-Ketunjia. He collect money in the name of the fighters and arming the fighters. And instead of him using that money for support the fighters, he tell the fighters, say, may they go kidnap. This is Shoa Mao, not me. I get the audio. I listen to the whole 28 minutes. May they kidnap. This is Ikome Sako instructing a fighter on ground zero to kidnap and use that money, call and say draft for go buy weapons. Yet the money where Samuel Ikome Sako collect, he feed himself and his family because he is another jobless one in the diaspora. This is the scamming and madness going on in this our struggle now from the diaspora. And this is why ground zero, they take on the leadership mantle. Irrespective of what any people them in the diaspora, where they think say, not them be the ordained leaders, they think. We get for support our fighters on ground zero where they want to clean this mess because the diaspora is mad. It be inconceivable for people them where they claim say they want to be leaders. They are group leaders, but they want to be leaders of Southern Cameroons. For Shidon in the diaspora, conspire, take advantage of destitute young men, turn them into brigands, into thieves, into kidnappers against our own people, and then sit down and want to say they should be respected and accepted as leaders. These are criminals. These are crimes by any standard, by any law, by anywhere in the world. There is a reason where the United Kingdom that also blacklist Sako Ikome Samuel. He cannot set foot on UK soil. He can never be given a visa to enter that country. He is persona non grata because they too get information about you. So, not be only them two, but I just want to focus on them two because we also get Christopher Anu, he own malfeasance. He too he claims say he want to be president. And I want end this by calling on Southern Cameroonians. Make una open una eyes. May una jettison these criminals in the diaspora. May una disassociate ourselves from them. May they continue with their cult followers. Some of them, they get that blood money on their hands. They will never leave them. They go continue to make the loudest noise in the diaspora. They go call some of we wouldn't dare speak up, stick our necks out, call them out. They go call us all sorts of names. But more than no worry about we are fine. We are doing just fine. God has blessed us. And we thank God for the blessings. There is nothing they can do to us. Nothing. May we not focus on ourselves. We go continue to call out their malfeasance. And we go also tell organizations, especially Southern Cameroonian organizations, like the Coalition for Dialogue and Negotiation, the CDN. Their leaders, they know me and I know them, and I talk to them now. Henry and Judith, we need for stop parading these criminals in front of the international community as leaders of Southern Cameroons. They are not the leaders of Southern Cameroons. Almost each and every one of these people who are the parade are criminals. I talk them as fact. Ebenezer Akwanka was involved in the kidnap and torture of Father Jude and his team, and they stole the things and we be take for go humanitarian aid, we be go for go supply. Akwanka collected 9 million francs for that kidnap. That is the person who had the parade in these meetings. Cho Ayaba is consistently kidnapping, and they have it as a policy for kidnap. When Gong Emmanuel even talks to people then where they come from diaspora will be kidnapped. These are the people you are parading in the international community. Samuel Ikome Sako has ordered his people, Shoa Mao and Sagon, to kidnap. And we get the audio from the fighters. These are the people you are inviting to international meetings on behalf of the people of Southern Cameroons. Christopher Anu is another member who will be there with Sako, the embezzle money. These are the people you're calling and parading in the international community. This nonsense has to stop. They are credible Southern Cameroonians, people of character, integrity, who can be paraded in the international community as representatives of Southern Cameroons. We are not there for to keep on the parade criminals because we want to appease them, because we think we want to change them. You cannot change them just because they make noise on social media. So we call out the CDN, I beg your pardon, and that hopeless HD for Swiss, where they continue to contact these people then. They push them in front because they want to continue to make money on the blood of our people. And any other NGOs where they parade these criminals, we as Southern Cameroonians will get for stand up and we get for denounce this. Because if we do not denounce it, we are feeding a monster. We are feeding a beast. And tomorrow these people will become tyrants. Right now, they're in the board because there is no country. Now, virtual. But when the real country go come, they go want parachute themselves in that country and continue this same malfeasance. We get for call them out. We get for denounce them. We get for jettison this. We get for repudiate this nonsense. Our struggle is about our liberation. It's about making life better for our people. It's about alleviating the suffering where we don't suffer for 62 years. That's what this struggle is about. The DOs, the day for day, Ayaba need to go kidnap them. The SDOs, the day, Ayaba need to go kidnap them. The directors of treasury, all our public people, them all over our territory. Now then they collect the taxes they send to Yaoundé. Ayaba need to go kidnap them. The governors are there. Ayaba need to go kidnap them. The brigade commanders are there. Ayaba Sako them. They need to go kidnap them. Our people in the villages, we saw per acha for village come out with $5,000. And then you get the bile for come smear this man without a shred of evidence. In a criminal case, you must come with irrefutable evidence beyond reasonable doubt before you can convict somebody. A criminal case is not a joke. No shred of evidence because it get number. Cho Ayaba talk for La République. Ngong Emmanuel talk for La République. Now a person that way take money send a whole family to La République for safety. Why are they not being convicted? What is this hypocrisy about? Why did they suffer this man and all the other people then way effing the hold and say they never pay him money? Why are we doing this to our own people? Is this what the struggle is about? Because if we not stand up, if we not stand up against this madness, then let us call this thing off. Because this cannot go on. Some people then they say, no, we'll leave them, no, we'll not talk about them because no be their papa, no be their mommy, no be their woman, no be the bread earner in their family, no be them. Most of the people then when they want put this thing to the side are people who are in the diaspora. We will get a case for Babungo where another kidnapper be kidnap somebody for Babungo, that power go die for inside camp. They bury that power for camp for Babungo. Where they kidnap a family, no be fit come with the money. That man died. Who did take care of that family? Everything they want hush them down. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Leave them so, leave them so. Because no be their papa. Because no be them. They get to go dig that grave now, remove that papa, go bury it properly. This is not what our struggle is about. And at the end, by calling Cho Ayaba, and at the call your bluff, release Pa Archer, you are making a fool of yourself, Lucas Cho Ayaba, you and your lap dogs and psychophants on social media. We don't know if you stop me. We don't know if you stop the town hall. We will stand for truth. We will denounce malfeasance, and we will defend our people. Even if we are the last people doing that, we will keep doing it. I thank you.